All rise to the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilman Alvarez.
Present.
I just need audio, I'm sorry to interrupt.
Oh,
You don't have audio?
Nope.
That's not good.
Yep, got it now. Take it. Yep,
we'll fix it.
Button has been stuck.
thank you.
Okay.
Do we have to do the Pledge of Allegiance over again?
If you'd like.
We're good.
Yeah. Councilman Alvarez.
Present.
Councilman Cypress, absent. Councilman Larka, absent. Councilman O'Connor.
Present.
Supervisor Hay.
Here. Notation of exits in the front and the rear, electronic device, please put it on vibrate. First item on the agenda tonight is a public hearing. I waive the reading of it. Make a motion to go into that public hearing.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The public hearing this evening is the Chapter 138, Article 12, sign law. Is there anyone here to speak to that this evening? Come to the front, please. State your name for the record and where you live.
Good evening. My name is Kathy Croft. I live in the town of Southeast on Enoch Crosby Road. And I wanted to ask you a couple of things about the temporary sign law that's proposed. And one of the questions I wanted to ask was, this property right here is owned by the town of Southeast, right?
Yes.
So who owns it?
Who owns it?
Yeah, do the
You
town,
do.
do the people of the town of Southeast own it? So my question is, during election season, can anybody put up signs on this property?
Well, I know
Could
you're speaking.
Could I answer that? This is a
Sure.
legal question.
Oh.
It is property that is owned by the town of Southeast, is not necessarily owned by the people of the town of Southeast.
Right.
The town of Southeast is a municipal corporation. It is an entity, and it is the owner of the property. So by virtue of you saying the people of the town of Southeast, they don't own this land. The town of Southeast, the municipal corporation, owns this land.
Okay, so my question would be, number one, can anybody put up a political sign on the town's property? Excuse me, temporary sign, not political, temporary sign.
The officers of the town of Southeast could authorize it, but nobody could just come along and stick one on the property.
Okay,
So what happened on election day was illegal.
right, but with this new proposed changes.
Now that this would violate it as well.
Okay.
I think that if what you're saying that on election day,
And
signs were
even
posted-
before election
Just let
day.
me finish,
Yeah.
please. If they were posted on this town's property, even under the code before this is amended, would have been illegal. It would have been unlawful.
Okay, so, because it's happened, and it's happened in the past, and the town usually has the day off. It's a holiday for the town. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah, so there's no enforcement on that day.
Not necessarily. We have code enforcement officers that do work on days that are quote town holidays.
All right, because there was an issue this year, and there were issues with a lot of signs being removed, whether it was by the code enforcement officers, I don't know, and then other signs being left up and never taken down that were clearly along the side of a road. They weren't, well, that's not true. It probably was county property, but that's another story. But I just wanted to get this clarified, because when this happens, and if it happens again, I'm not going to come and stick up signs just because somebody else has signs up there. But I just wanted to know, clarify
I believe it's the town's intent to enforce this law year-round, not just during the
Right.
political season,
Right.
and to enforce it vigorously. I mean, we have a code enforcement officer who's in the audience right now.
I know that.
Who worked very hard to make sure that at all times the offending temporary signs were removed.
Right. So it was just clarification, because as I read it, as long as if you had permission, and then it's private property, so then I wanted to know who owned, because I figured it's town property. And this isn't the only town-owned property,
Yeah,
obviously, in
but
town.
this town-owned property is
Right, you
controlled by this board.
Yeah. Okay, that's it. That's all that I wanted to have clarification on. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else on the subject matter? Seeing none, I make a motion to close the public hearing, leave open any public comment in writing for 5 days.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Next item on the agenda, nothing on the work session, so we're going to go to the regular meeting. I make a motion to go into the regular meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
First item on the agenda, resolution, Sawmill Wood Processing, 20 Branch Road, establishment of bond, erosion, and sediment control. Now therefore it be resolved that the bond amount shall be established for the project set forth below. Project name, Tremblay Sawmill Wood Processing, bond amount $52,000, erosion sediment control $10,100. And be further resolved that a certified copy of this resolution shall be transmitted by the town clerk to the planning board secretary and building inspector forthwith. So move for discussion.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, number 2, resolution, Ace Indigo International Boulevard amendments to PCIDA Financing Development Agreement and Payment in lieu of taxes pilot agreement. And this is for Ace Indigo. Now therefore it be resolved that the town board of the town of Southeast hereby authorizes the supervisor, at the review by and with the approval of the town attorney, to execute all amendments to PCIDA development agreements I might need help on that word, John, sorry.
Necessitated.
I bit my tongue there, so the words won't come out, sorry. By the expansion of the Ace Indigo project, and be further resolved that the town board of the town of Southeast hereby consents to enter into a new and additional pilot agreement with regard to the 2022 expansion of the Ace Indigo project, consisting of approximately 60,000 square feet of new facility, and approves the following tax abatement schedule to be applied only to so much of the assessed valuation of subject premises, applicable solely to the new improvements made pursuant to the IDA benefit package contemplated hereunder. Year 1, 50%. Year 2, 45%. Year 3, 40%. Year 4, 35%. Year 5, 30%. Year 6, 25%. Year 7, 20%. Year 8, 15%. Year 9, 10%. Year 10, 5%. Resolved that the clerk of the town of Southeast be and is hereby authorized and directed to transmit a certified copy of this resolution to the Putnam County Industrial Development Agency, the assessor of the town of Southeast, and to the town of Southeast receiver taxes. So move for discussion.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
And number 3, abandonment of portion of International Boulevard. Now therefore it be resolved that the town board of the town of Southeast hereby consents to the highway superintendent issuing his certificate of abandonment, thereby abandoning that portion of International Boulevard shown on and consistent with filed map 3231, and be further resolved that the abandonment is conditioned upon the receipt of an easement in form satisfactory to the town attorney that obligates Ace Indigo to keep the portion of International Boulevard open for public use and is passable condition as if it were a town highway until such time as a relocated portion of International Boulevard is dedicated to the town use and accepted by the town as a town highway. And be further resolved that Ace Indigo shall post the requisite performance bond with the town clerk in the amount determined by the town engineer to cover the full cost to complete the relocated portion of International Boulevard in form and manner of execution satisfactory to the town attorney, and be further resolved that the highway superintendent and supervisor after review by and with approval of the town attorney, are authorized to execute and any document necessary to effectuate this resolution. So move for discussion.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Recognition of the public.
Motion to set a public hearing.
Oh, I put it on there and I forgot it. Need a public, sorry. Okay, number 4, motion to set a public hearing, Life Storage, 1639 Route 22, for Thursday, December 22, 2022.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, now we'll take public comment. Town board. Seeing none, I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to close the meeting?
All in favor? Oh, wait, was there a second to that?
Yes, I'll second.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you all for coming.